to keep updated and preparing reports for our clients.
Right. Sorry. One moment, please. Okay, yes, we're recording. So, hi, Heinz. Welcome to your second class. Today is
Yes.
July 2nd. We're into the summer now, almost the dog days. Yeah?
And it's really hot.
Super hot, but it's dry. I'm finding my dehumidifier does not suck up as much water the last couple of
Oh,
days.
yes.
Yeah.
But the news says that there are going to be, I remember that two typhoons are going to be formed. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe we will have a lot of rain later.
Yeah. Do you ever take any emergency measures during a typhoon?
Emergency
Before a
measures.
typhoon to prepare for a typhoon?
Oh, of course, especially when I was a child. In my teenage times, we still have to prepare for typhoons. We have to prepare candles, fast noodles, and canned foods because the electricity isn't so stable back that time.
Well, wasn't so stable.
It wasn't. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I can imagine. But now do you ever like fill up your bathtub with water?
Yes. Actually, I will prepare only water because in my because my body shape, I can live without eating for a month.
I
But water is
remember
necessary. Yeah.
I had when I was teaching in the international school, I had to
Yes.
teach kindergarten, and well, I'm not a big fan of teaching little children, but this was kind of funny because we were practicing emergency procedures, right, for
Oh.
earthquakes. And
Oh, that's important.
yeah, no, I know, but in my room, because they tell you to get underneath your desk, right? But I have the drama room. There are no
Oh.
desks. There's just my desk. And
Oh.
it's a big empty space where the kids just sit on the floor and they can roll around and do whatever, like a
Uh,
studio, right? And so I said, well, what are we gonna do if we get into an earthquake? And I was like, we get to the middle of the room and then we move together as a pack and we wait somewhere safe. We want to get over to that water machine. Okay,
uh,
let's get over because there's a water machine outside the door. So we practice moving as a group out to the water machine.
yes.
And I said, we stay here and we wait for help, right?
Uh,
But then one kid says, "What if, what if there's no water? What do we do?"
oh.
And I said, "Well,
Oh.
you drink your own pee." And I say this to like
Can
five
he
year
accept
olds,
that?
right? Five and 6 year olds. Oh my God, did they love that answer? They were laughing and they told their parents about it. And the parents like, "Did you tell our kids they can drink their own pee?" I said, "Yeah, in an emergency, it's what you have to
Uh,
do." Yeah.
Actually, it is.
Yeah. But yeah, it was pretty funny. I remember that. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Um, so typhoons are coming. I think water is good. So as long as not too many people get hurt. I guess the biggest typhoon I've seen was Typhoon Sudalor.
Oh, oh,
Yeah.
that's a really huge one.
Yeah, that was when we first moved into our apartment in B-Town.
Oh, wow.
So we look right down on the Xindian River. I mean, right down out of our balcony, out of our windows. It's the Xindian River right in front of our house.
Uh-huh.
And holy cow, the restaurants on the other side were almost underwater.
Ah, wow.
That's how flooded it was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know that place well because I like riding bicycle,
Yeah, it's very
and
popular
that's
with the
one.
cyclists. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yes, that's one of my favorite route.
Yeah, it's beautiful down there. Well, I
And
live down here still, but not over on the beautiful side. I'm in
Ah,
hardcore urban ankang now. So
okay. And I heard there is going to be a 水舞. I don't know what to say in how to say it in English in 碧潭 these days. That these weekends.
what is a shui? It sounds like water.
水舞 means like we have water that perform water performing with lights.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Finally, at least the last couple of years, they turned the volume down, but every year, six times a night, Celine Dion over and over, and it echoes throughout that whole valley. It's
Uh,
so loud, and it just for 10 minutes every half hour.
yes,
Oh,
yes.
I hated that thing. I hated that thing.
So it's not new. It's not a
Oh
new
no, that's been
activity.
there. It's 8, 9, 10 years. Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh,
In recent years, they started to turn the volume down, but it was like you couldn't hear yourself think. It was so loud the first few years. Yeah.
uh, and what
Same
do we
Celine
call that in
Dion song
English?
over and over again.
I mean, what do we? How do we call that action activity in English?
Oh, water dance.
So just translate directly from Chinese water dance.
Well, I imagine that the Chinese translated it from the English, but yeah, yeah.
So it's originally called water dance.
Well, I'm calling it that. I don't know if it has a technical name. Look at the Las Vegas one. Let's let's look together. I'm interested now too. So we'll look up Las Vegas water
Water.
dance. Is it called fountain?
Oh,
But that's not the same thing because this one's in a fountain, right?
dancing fountain,
Dancing water, water
dancing
dance,
water.
dancing water. So
Okay.
yeah, I guess that's the closest thing you could call it. Water dance show.
Oh, water dance show.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. Where do you live again?
Uh, excuse me?
Where do you live in the city?
Ah, near Songshan Station.
Okay, so just very close to Nehu.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. I was on. I really I lived near the Keelung River, the Keelung River.
Yeah. Do you
I
say
can walk.
Geelong or Keelong?
Uh, Keelung in Chinese.
Yeah.
Keelung in the spelling in English.
Yeah. I've always find it strange when people say it that way.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's Geelong. That's how you say it, right? So
Uh, uh,
okay.
yes.
So you're busy, so time is everything to me as well. I want to make sure that you're maximizing your investment, getting the highest ROI possible from your investment of time.
Okay.
So we'll take a look here at your progress.
Okay.
Have you seen this?
Uh, uh,
Checked on it
uh,
yourself at all?
uh, about 2 or 3 days ago.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you know how to get here by yourself and yeah. So we see for the last 7 days, you've practiced an average of 25 minutes a day. That's a good
Yes.
start. That's a very good start. Okay. Uh, 7 points in your vocab journal. I took a look at it here,
Okay.
and we can talk about these two words that you found. We'll talk about that today. Right.
Okay.
So you see, I can tell exactly in seconds what we have to do in our class by looking at this.
Yes.
Right? I know we have a little bit of vocab work. I definitely want to see what you've been rehearsing.
Okay.
Okay, I definitely want to see that. And
Okay.
I see you're really getting into the ear yoga, but no points in brain trainer.
Uh,
Therefore, no points in my best draft. We
Okay.
do the best thing I can see here is this.
Ah,
Yeah.
chess.
Yeah. How's that? Let's
That's
talk about
interesting.
that.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Uh, at the beginning, I pretend myself to be an foreigner to ask for helps, and I try to make I try to force the clerk or the people I met to speak English with me. Then I ask help for them. So,
Yeah.
like I didn't I once I met a guy. I said I was lost in the cross. Can you show me how to get the MRT station or something like that? Or I went to IKEA last Sunday and I asked the clerk to try to help me to find a table and a chair.
Okay, so any of these attempted interactions, were they
Uh,
successful? Did you engage in a conversation with strangers?
all of them are strangers.
Yes, but did they, oh, 拍起来我听不懂，我不可以说英文, or did they talk to you?
Uh, yes, they of course. At the beginning, they are a little frightened, but then they try their best to talk me in English.
That's awesome. That's like one step beyond.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've never ever. Well, I guess kind of I have, but when I coach this, I like talk to friends, talk to family. I've never suggested like full frontal assault on strangers. I do like it. I mean, there's no harm, no foul. They can just say
Uh,
"Ting dong ying wen, baize baize," and it'll be over, right?
uh,
But yeah, okay. So the 35 minutes that you did, this is all from conversations with strangers,
yes.
like 7 5-minute conversations kind of thing.
Uh, the longest one lasts for 15 minutes.
Wow.
Uh, uh, it's um it's on Saturday.
Hmm.
I went to gym near my house, and there are two foreigner practice. They are training. They are also doing their exercise there, and
Ah,
I walked to them and try to talk about the way or the procedure, how
uh-huh,
they train themselves, and we are
uh-huh.
talking about how to train our muscles.
Mhm. But they were
And I want,
foreigners. But they were
yeah,
foreigners.
yes, because first, because and they are Asians, face, they are Asian people, but their nationality are America.
So they're overseas born
They yes, they are
Taiwanese,
ABCs. Yeah, American born Taiwanese. So
OBTs.
uh, they can speak only few Chinese.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay. But the other experiences were with Taiwanese people that, right?
The other no, both they're brothers.
No, sorry. You said you had
Oh,
other. I don't want to talk about the gym one. That's a different thing. I'm
okay,
gonna I'm gonna come back to the gym one. I
okay.
want to, okay, because don't we've established that your partners were American.
Uh-huh.
So that's a different thing, and we'll talk
Oh,
about that
okay.
in a minute. The other
Okay.
ones, were they Taiwanese partners?
Yes.
Okay. And so English was their second language.
Yes.
Okay, good. That's the feeling I want to talk about. That's got to feel a little different, a little strange, a little maybe even weird doing that.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Did you get over that feeling though?
Um, Actually, it's something like when I travel in Thailand or in
Yeah.
Singapore. No,
Mm.
no, no, not Singapore. In Indonesia, like
Uh,
Bali Dao,
yeah.
Bali Island.
Yeah.
English is also the second language of them.
Yeah.
And so
Big
it's
difference
some
though. Oh yeah, you're playing right into my hand. Yeah.
so
Again,
it's
the in Asian culture, saving face is very important, right?
yes, yes,
Uh, and to an Indonesian culture, to a Thai culture, Singapore culture, Malay culture, Filipino culture, doesn't matter. Face plays a much more important role in their culture than it would in a Western culture. I mean, face is definitely there in Western culture as well, but like so much part of the training from a young age that making a mistake equals losing face.
mm,
However, I've never had a problem walking up to somebody on the street in Balidao, in Philippines, in Thailand, in Ulaanbaatar, in Mongolia. Everywhere I've gone except China, Japan, and Taiwan. I haven't been to Korea. It would be the same in Korea. Can I find somebody, anybody selling street vendor people will speak English with you without hesitation, without fear of making mistakes. Okay. Even though face is such a prevalent part of their culture, it's
yeah,
so much bigger here. And this
mm-hmm,
weirdness that you're feeling, this is what we have to address.
yes,
Okay. Because if you can't feel as natural speaking to your brother in English in a coffee shop as you are speaking English with me right now,
yes,
you're not a fluent English speaker. You
no,
still are gripped by the fear of face. Your face is still involved in the process, and you have to get
uh-huh,
rid of it.
okay.
Okay. So you're no, you. I'm your coach. I'm supposed to be harsh. I'm very happy that you've taken your first steps. That it's with strangers is something I have never considered before. I think that takes even more courage.
Oh,
I like the whole putting on a character of being a foreigner. That's funny. That appeals to the actor in me. Um, yeah, no, it's a very interesting thing. I think it would have been a little easier to just talk to a colleague at lunch and say,
oh,
"Hey, my new English coach has given me this assignment. Can you help me?" Oh, sure. What do we have to do? I got to interview you for 5 minutes in English and just get the ball rolling and then see if you can keep the English conversation going for 10 minutes or
mm,
15 minutes. And soon I want you to feel that uneasiness pass.
oh,
It will pass during the conversation. You'll realize that your original concern that all the other people around you are sitting in judgment of you and
uh,
thinking that you're showing off, they're going to melt away into the background of your conversation and you're going to focus on your conversation. And that is the biggest step forward you're going to take in this beginning part of your new journey. Okay.
mm, yes,
It happens very, very quickly, Heinz. But you've got to put yourself into the situation where others around you can't pretend that you're a foreigner. You have to own that you're Taiwanese and speaking English with a
mm-hmm,
Taiwanese.
oh,
Okay? No hiding behind the mask. I appreciate it. It's creative. I really love the idea, but it's still putting up the mask. Understand?
okay,
I want you in the situation of speaking to somebody on the MRT comfortably in English. And
oh,
it's that and that somebody can't be a foreigner. And at the same time, I would consider an overseas born Taiwanese, OBT, a foreigner. Like you said, they don't speak any Mandarin. So you have no choice but to speak English. I want you
oh,
speaking English because you not because you have to, because you want
choose to,
to. Yeah, choose
okay,
to. Yeah, choose to. Okay. And put your face on the line. That's
mm,
your first investment. You're putting some time in, but now
yes,
it's time. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm seeing this company has potential. So what do you tell your clients? Put more money in, right?
Yes.
Yeah, put your face in now. Put your face in.
Okay.
Invest a little face, and you're gonna. It does happen with everybody. Once you realize you're focused on the conversation, you're gonna go, oh, and you're gonna feel dumb because you're gonna say, why haven't I been doing this my whole goddamn life?
Mm,
You know, because it's such a
yeah.
simple solution. If I was running a conversation class on Bushy Bandier and you came to that, I would match you with somebody else in the class and say, talk. And you'd talk. You'd have no problem. But if I tell you to now continue your conversation on the streets, oh, now you have a problem. English is not for the classroom. English is a lifetime thing, not a classroom thing. Get that out of your head. You're not,
Okay.
I'm not teaching you anything. Okay, I'm coaching you.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, we'll work on verbs. We'll work on grammar. We'll work on all that teacher stuff. But heart and soul and passion and courage are more what I want to help you with. And you
Yes.
don't have a long way to go. I mean, it took a lot. That's a lot of balls to walk up to a stranger and pretend you're a foreigner. For a Taiwanese person to do that, that's crazy. Get out of here. That's nuts. I'm going to write about that. I'm going to use that as an example in my teaching in the future, my coaching. Yeah.
But
Okay, but you
actually,
see what I mean by how it's wearing a mask, right?
uh, uh,
Pretending that
no,
you're a
no.
foreigner is like wearing a mask. It's still hiding.
Actually, I didn't wear that mask for myself, but for the person who practiced with me, because
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Taiwanese people, because because they are strangers. I
Yeah,
wanted that's my thought, that I
yeah.
want to give them some kind of reason to talk to in English with
Oh,
me.
smart. Okay, yeah. I see that. Okay, yeah. Okay,
Because they are strangers.
yeah,
I don't know them.
yeah.
So and I was afraid about being weird for
Yeah,
them, that
yeah,
since you are a Taiwanese, why don't you just speak Chinese?
yeah. No, that makes sense. That totally makes sense, and that in itself is very Taiwanese.
Um
Yeah, that's very Taiwanese. That's because, like I said, that's out of character for what I know of Taiwanese people to go and trick another person
uh,
into speaking English. You know, it's a little that. Yeah,
and actually, I'm not afraid about losing face, because English is not my mother tongue, and
exactly.
I just want to practice with them. And actually, I felt these Taiwanese people are really kind. They try to
Yeah,
help us with their in our English, but we both know English is not our mother tongue,
yeah,
are not mother tongue.
yeah.
Maybe I'm a foreigner from from Malaysia,
Yeah,
but the English is also not my mother tongue.
yeah,
I just try to communicate with you for the most public language in the
yeah.
world.
No. Like 90% of that experience is positive, but
Uh,
I'm trying to find a deeper meaning behind the exercise.
okay.
Okay. And I think okay, fair enough that you're not concerned about face. So
Uh,
fair and that's fair game. I believe you on that. But you know where I'm coming from too, though. You
Canada,
understand
right?
that why I would mention it because
Yes.
for 99.9% of everybody I've taught, this idea of speaking English with another Taiwanese person is it's just like public speaking. It's just breathtaking. It takes the breath
Uh,
away, right? Um, so yeah, and I think it's a good test of your confidence,
mhm.
right? If you can do this, then right, talking to an IELTS examiner is not going to be hard at all. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, good start. Good start on the chats. I would suggest being open and honest about what you're trying to do. Say, hey, I have this assignment.
Oh, okay.
Let me buy you a cup of coffee And I'm just going to ask you a few questions, and I want to see if we can get a conversation going in English. No pressure. Also, there's nothing saying you have to stay speaking English. It's not a rule. You're trying to speak English as much as you can. But like today, you were trying to talk about the water dance, and you were like, "Shui, what's it called again?"
水
Shui,
舞.
yeah, Shui. And you couldn't think of it, so you said it. We figured out what it was, and we moved on, and we stayed with English.
Ah,
They
I
can
see.
have that comfort, when they're just say the Chinese word and get back to English. And if the partner knows what it is in English, then oh, that's water dance. Oh, okay, yeah, water dance. And you get back to the conversation.
Oh,
Okay?
okay.
Yeah, just relax, 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 relax. Just talk, communicate. Okay? That's
Okay.
why English has to be like your heartbeat. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So all this tension that you carry, even somebody who's accomplished and sure of themselves as you are, you carry a lot of tension when it comes to English. Okay. Ear yoga is another very good example. So
Yes.
before we get on to that, any questions about chat? Any thoughts? Your goal for the week is to try and have a conversation with a friend in a public place, coffee shop.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh, I I want to know if I should I set a subject then to find a friend to practice or just talk?
Yeah, you know what? You can say that the premise of the talk is I have to interview 10 people.
No.
Okay. And you can just go to Chat GPT and say, give me 10 interview questions to get a conversation going.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then, just so pretend that you don't know the person. That could be the acting part. And
No.
be gracious and thank you for meeting me. If you don't mind, I'm going to ask you a few questions and then let the conversation evolve.
Mm.
Okay. Look for
Okay.
areas that you can relate to, areas that you guys have in common. And suddenly, oh, you like cycling too. Bang, you're off on it. 20 minutes we've been speaking English without thinking about anything. And we're talking about
Mm-hmm.
cycling.
Okay.
And to get rid of that feeling of, oh my God, I'm speaking English in public. Make the uncomfort zone a comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Okay.
And it'll come quick. Okay.
Okay.
And this is also designed for it's harder with E2E clients like
Mm.
yourself. Right? This one's designed, there's so much we can do in a group setting where
Okay.
you'd have to be doing a lot of the other work just to catch up with your chat points if we had a group class. So,
Okay.
but so yeah, you still have it's still important, vitally important in one-on-one training, but the
Mhm.
responsibility is on yourself to find partners.
Okay.
Okay. And grow your network.
No.
Grow your little network of conversation people. And then maybe suddenly it's 4 people and you go out for dinner. Now you're talking for an hour while you have a steak dinner or something.
Oh,
Right?
that's
Make a little
interesting.
English club.
Uh-huh.
Right?
That's interesting.
No, it's one step ahead. That's a mile down the road. Let's just get that first conversation happening, okay?
Okay.
Everything here can evolve into something else. Everything.
Okay.
Okay? It will grow organically like zombie fungus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's talk about your ear yoga. 80 points. That's a lot of listening.
Yes.
Remember, the concept is to understand as much as you can.
Mm-hmm.
So out of that 80 minutes, how many minutes did you understand completely?
About the first two YouTube links about taking notes, I can uh, understand completely the whole.
All of
And
it. Okay.
okay, and about the third one, the atomic habits.
Habits. Yeah.
I can feel it's some the accent is a little different,
Ah.
and the talking speed is it's really speedy. So it's down to about 60, about 70 to 80%.
Okay, good. Let's talk about that then. Let's talk about that. Okay. So
Okay.
I'm glad it gives me a good idea of where you're at, that you
Okay.
understood 100% of the taking notes thing.
Yes.
Okay, like
And it's really
the
useful.
reference to putting meat on the bones, you understood that, right?
Uh,
Putting
yes.
meat on the bones. He uses a lot of metaphor in there like that.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, okay. And then we go to atomic habits, and now it's getting a little faster.
Okay.
The guy's talking a little faster, and your comprehension level is going down, and you're starting to get into that area where you don't understand something. That's what I want to talk about, the emotional reaction when that happens, because
Mm,
99.9% of my clients, that's when they start to feel uncomfortable. Now you're outside your comfort zone. Oh, I don't understand. Oh, well, ting bu dong. And if you think, well, ting bu dong, you've switched to your Mandarin operating system and you have stopped
mhm.
listening.
Oh,
Okay?
I won't
Relax,
do
ear
that.
yoga. I don't
Oh,
understand. As soon as you feel a little bit of that panic rise, breathe and keep listening. Force yourself to keep listening.
okay.
Take notes. That's why taking notes is important. It will help you focus on the listening.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Now, if you're encountering partway through that, hey, I'm understanding 100% of this, and so it's not really counting for my ear yoga because ear yoga is supposed to put me outside my comfort zone.
Okay.
And if I'm
Oh,
understanding 100%, it's not really pushing me.
yoga.
Right. It's not pushing me, right? I'm not
Uh-huh.
stretching. I'm not, I'm just standing there, right?
Oh, I can.
Um, so what can you do? You can turn that to 1.25x.
Oh,
Speed it
I.
up. That's one way of doing it, okay?
Oh,
Uh,
uh, I think I can understand the feeling you are talking about. In the rehearsals, the R&B, because after a day and practicing day after day, I I find it's a really sad story about complaining a company polluted the environment and
yeah.
that company refused to be responsible and only
Uh-huh.
offer a very few amount of compensation. So I googled the rehearsals, I googled the script,
Uh-huh.
and finally I found the movie clip
Yeah.
of that script,
Yeah.
uh, uh, acted by Julia Roberts,
Good. Yeah.
and she said she read that script very so fast. I can
Ah, yeah.
I can barely keep up with her.
And you've read it. You know what she's saying.
Yes, but
Yeah. Ah,
the
good. Good.
speed,
Yeah.
the speed. I mean, wow! How can she say that so fast?
Oh, see, now that pisses me off. First of all, since the demur, we now have over 400,000
Yeah,
plaintiffs.
yeah,
And
yeah,
let's
yeah,
be
yeah.
honest, we
Yeah.
all know there's more out there. And second of
And
all, they don't dream about trying to they don't dream about becoming
be
rich.
rich. Yeah,
They dream about swimming in a swimming pool without having to have a hysterectomy at age 15, like Rosa Diaz, a client of
yeah,
ours. It's
yes.
not hard to do fast. I
Uh,
don't even have the script in front of me, so. Um,
uh,
but it's a juxtaposition, though, right? So
okay.
if you take a look at the first one that you're doing, the dear woman
Uh,
who's losing her mind
yes.
to Julia Roberts, who is in total control.
Oh,
So it's that they're a
she's a.
companion piece.
Uh,
Okay, they're two companion pieces. I use them 1-2 for a reason. Also, it doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman saying either one of them. And you don't do it the same way Julia Roberts does it. You have to make it the way Heinz would bend a client over the table when he
mm,
knows he's got him in the negotiation.
yes.
And it's business. This is business. And And actually, that's not the sad story. You don't know the sad story. You think that's the sad story that the company polluted the town? You think
It,
that's the sad story?
isn't that the truth?
Oh, no, it's true. The company did pollute the town, and 400 people got cancer and died and
Uh,
ruined the whole town. Oh, yeah. And that woman that Julia Roberts plays, that's Erin Brockovich. That's Erin B.
yes.
She's a real woman.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
yes. I I searched that on Google.
Yeah. And they won the case. They sued the company successfully. And at the time, it was the highest ever settlement that a corporation had to pay to a class action suit like that. Highest ever.
Yes.
They got less than $50,000 each after the lawyers took their share.
Oh.
Yeah, oh yeah, the lawyers got rich. Oh boy, did the lawyers get rich. But the people
Mm,
of the town, if they had accepted the first offer, they would have made more money.
um.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the sad story. That to me, yeah,
Oh.
that's the truth that,
Oh.
that it comes out. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Those lawyers, they're not so, they're not so open-hearted and empathetic.
Mhm.
Aaron Brockovich is. The lawyers, they took their pound of flesh for sure. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. But you
Wow.
can't play that. Knowing that you can't, when you are working on this, you have to be looking at those people across the way and knowing you've got them. The last thing they want to do is go to court. They're going to
Mm.
settle. You decide how much, right? There's another scene that's not in there where you make them so nervous that she takes a sip of water and she goes,
Yeah. Yes.
"Is that
And
water good? We had it brought in from Hinkley just for you. I think it's the water that they've been
yes.
poisoning." It's like, ah,
It's
yeah,
really
yeah,
it's really classic.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So we'll go over the vocabulary for that. Were you rehearsing it without understanding it? That's another
Uh,
thing I want
uh,
to check out.
the R&B.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
So that happens all the time. You're not supposed to start rehearsing until I green light it.
uh, eh?
The only thing you have to rehearse is Dear Woman. That's it.
Oh, well,
Did we green light yours? Let's see. Here, I got it right here. No.
no, not yet.
Dear Woman is the only one that's green.
Oh,
Okay?
oh,
Because every time you're rehearsing, you're saying, I don't even know if you're saying demur right, but you definitely don't know what it means. Right? Or
I,
plaintiffs or possibly hysterectomy. Do you know what these words mean?
yeah, yes. I searched them for in the vocabulary.
Oh, so they're in here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. So you have no questions. Oh, hysterectomy. I believe.
Uh, it's
Do you,
a surgical removal.
of the
Uh,
uterus. Do you know what the uterus
yeah,
is?
yes. And uterus is also in the script. In the script.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I was going to say it should be down here somewhere.
Uh,
Deteriorate. Did you figure that out?
uh, uh, to um, to damage. I mean, to
Erode,
damage.
to slowly break down, like the riverbank, right? The
Mm,
water erodes the riverbank.
mm,
So that deterioration, yeah. It's also a financial term, right? It's stock deterioration and things like that. You would use this
like
in,
like undermine.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's the spine that is deteriorating, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so the bone is kind of melting,
Uh,
you know?
it's really terrible.
Oh, so bad, so sad. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait till we get to Tom Hanks if you want. You could have me crying by the time we get to Tom Hanks. Lame
Mm,
ass. What about this one? Did you figure that out? Oh, look, you went to Urban Dictionary and figured it out.
uh,
Good.
lemons, it's lousy, bad,
Yeah, terrible. At this time of in the 90s or 80s or whatever, it was a very popular thing to say lame. That's
lemon.
so lame, right?
Uh,
Today the kids say skibbity. That's so skibbity. In the 90s they said it
Skippy.
was lame. Yeah. And then you would
Uh,
say lame dog, lame ass, lame. You just make it a bigger adjective all the time.
like we say shin in Taiwanese.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know that one. Good. Teach me more Taiwanese. I know Calbe. Yeah. So, all right. So lame ass offer, a terrible, lousy offer.
Yes,
It's an
yes,
adjective for the offer, right? Which is
yes.
$20 million divided by 400 people, it's
Yeah,
$50,000
just
each.
a very, very, very few money.
Okay. Money is uncountable, so we don't use few. Just a
Oh, few,
little. It's just a
a
little
little,
amount of money.
a little amount. Okay.
Amount of money. Yeah. Mr. Buddha, that's his name. Not the Buddha. It just happens to be the same name, right? I think in the movie it's a different name.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's a different.
yeah, it is a different name, but don't worry about it. You still say Buddha. Say
Okay.
this, Rosa Diaz. You know how to say it?
Rosa Diaz,
Good. And how do you say this word here?
hysterectomy.
Good. This word?
Sophisticated.
Okay. A little bit clearer on the pronunciation, please.
Sophisticated.
Much better. 5 syllables. Okay. All 5.
Sophisticated.
Perfect. Yeah. What's this?
Plaintiffs.
Plain. Okay. Now, even though yes, you're one of my most achieved English speakers, there's your Taiwanese accent right there. Say it again.
Plaintiffs.
That's better this time. That was better this time. The long A sound. Play,
Uh,
plane.
plaintiffs.
Yeah, not plaintiff.
Plaintiffs.
Yeah,
Uh,
good. Yeah. You're good. Quick
plaintiffs.
improvement. Yeah. I'll point that out. That's the Taiwanese long A where they don't make it long enough.
Okay.
Okay, so like
Plaintiffs.
this word here, no problem, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Kate. All right.
yeah. But that word,
Kenyan.
okay, now you're trying too hard.
Kim.
But yeah, but most people say Kem, right?
Kim.
Yeah, Kane. That's right, Kane. Yeah. Okay, so that is a long vowel going to a soft consonant sound. Beware. Okay.
Okay.
So the AI makes that long A sound and it's going to the N, which is N. It's a soft sound. N, M. Okay. That's when it's L, L, L. That's difficult to make the A sound long enough.
Okay.
I'm very attuned to it. I'll pick it up when you make that mistake. Now we have a shorthand. We go, oh, Taiwanese A, Taiwanese E,
Uh-huh.
and E, you got to stretch it out a little bit more. Okay.
Yes.
All right, cool. Okay, this one.
Demur.
What does it mean in the context of this speech?
Uh, it's something like the how shall I say that? Like and the plaintiffs want to sue the company, and the
Uh,
company refuse that they refuse to do
right.
that.
They refuse
Then
to settle. They refuse to settle.
so this action called demur.
Okay. The demur, since the demur.
Demur.
Okay, so maybe it is the name of the step in the court
Okay.
case
Yeah.
where they say we refuse to settle. We're going to
Mhm.
court when they agree to go to court. Okay.
Okay.
Because nobody wants to go to court. The court doesn't want you coming to it,
Hmm.
right? They prefer that the company and the city, the lawyers for the people, settle, come to an agreement out of court. Okay. An out
Okay.
of court settlement.
Hmm.
All right. So I'm guessing that they have to go in front of the judge and say, I'm sorry, Your Honor, we can't come to an agreement. We're going to go ahead with the court case. And then the judge will say, okay, looking at my calendar, we're going to set voir dire would be the next step where they choose the jury.
Okay.
Okay. So the demur is a step on the way to getting a case in front of the judge. To bringing
Oh,
suit, it's called, to bringing a lawsuit, bringing suit. Okay.
okay.
So you're in finance. There's out of everybody I've met, the chance of you seeing this word again is more likely than anybody else. That's only because I haven't taught any lawyers yet. it's a loss. If you go to your dictionary, you see in the dictionary, you have a legal dictionary. That's where
Oh.
demur would be. It would be in the legal dictionary. Okay. Here,
Okay.
there's a financial dictionary. This is where,
Oh.
yeah. Okay. There's a, I think, oh yeah, here, medical dictionary too. Right.
Okay.
Okay. So the free dictionary is a wonderful, wonderful tool.
Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
use it. It looks like you're doing well with the research. You went all the way to Urban Dictionary. That's good. 3 minutes per word, and but you still have to prove to me that you understand it. Now, you're a big boy and you understood it, so you decided to practice it, rehearse it. I'm not going to say no, take away your points or anything, but I don't want you rehearsing something without complete understanding.
okay.
Okay, because then your
Okay.
your mind's not in it. You're wondering, oh, what does this mean? What does this mean? And you're not 100% focused on the text.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's
Okay.
hear it. I'm going to stop the share. I'm going to make you big screen. You're
Okay.
reading. I want you to get used to it before you make a recording to introduce yourself and say this is a presentation of my script, my monologue from the movie Erin Brockovich. Take a breath. Look at the camera. Oh, see? Now that pisses me off. You go into it. Then when you're finished, say thank you.
Okay.
Okay? All right, try that. Whenever you're ready.
Okay. So I should switch my computer into the script, right?
Yes, yes, because I'm recording you for the movie, and I know the script. I don't need to read it.
Okay.
Take your time. Don't try and go as fast as her. This isn't final performance. This is rehearsal. I'm concerned about perfect pronunciation and starting
Okay.
to build on intention. Okay?
So
All right, but
so fir-
pronunciation
okay. So first I introduce myself
and
and
what you're doing.
start. Okay, and I start to rehearsal, right?
You start to perform. This is
To
performance now.
to perform. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Uh, okay. Hi, I'm Heinz. I'm going to perform the R&B, the script of R&B. Now I'm going to start. Oh, see, now that pisses me off. First of all, since the demur, we now have more than 400 plaintiffs. And let's be honest, we all know there's more out there. Now they may not be the most sophisticated people, but they do know how to divide. And $20 million isn't shit when it's split between them. And second of all, these people don't dream about being rich. They dream about being able to watch their kids swim in a pool without worrying they'll have to have a hysterectomy at age 20, like Rosa Diaz, a client of ours, or have their spine deteriorate like Stan Bloom, another client of ours. So before you come back here with another lame offer, I want you to think real hard about what your spine is worth, Mr. Buddha, or what you'd expect someone to pay you for your uterus, Miss Sanchez. Then you take out your calculator and multiply that number by 100. Anything less than that is a waste of our time. Thank you.
Okay. Good. Very good. Not much of a bridge between introduction and going, right? Usually actors go like this. Okay, my name is Stuart, and today I'll be performing a monologue from Erin Brockovich. Oh, see? Now that pisses me off. They take a little break in between. They go from Heinz and they turn into Erin Brockovich,
Oh.
right? Yeah. So it's just it was really cute the way you just like right through it. Okay. Very excited to get going. I can tell that you wanted to present it to me, and I'm honored. Thank you. And it was a good reading. It was a very good reading for so early on in the phase, in the stage of it. What did you like about it most?
You mean the part?
The presentation that you just made, self-assess. Tell me what you did
Oh,
very
okay.
well, what you're happy with.
Um, I think the best part is I'm really trying so hard to be emotional
Ah,
in reading the script, not so much like reading a news.
yeah, no, good, good. I love that you're taking to it like that because most of the time I have to get them, my students or my clients, out of their robot. Oh, see, now that pisses me off. First of all, since the
Ah,
dimmer,
yes,
so you're trying to find the passion of it right away.
because you have mentioned that
Yeah.
in last class.
Oh, good, good, good. Don't be a robot. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah. Don't
so
be an AI.
so
Uh,
that's why I try to found the movie clip and try to understand
yeah,
under what kind of circumstances the
yeah.
script is working.
Yeah, I like that you did that extra research. I'm not giving you any research points for it. 3 points per word. That's it. But and also like that's the kind of thing in the green lighting process that we would talk about, right? So the I would bring that. I would have brought that insight to you as we. So you would say, Coach, can we green light Erin Brockovich today?
Oh,
Right? And then we would go over it, and I'd make sure that you're saying demur right. And you did. You said demur perfectly. Sophisticated. I heard all 5 syllables. Perfect. Right?
yes.
You stumbled a little on hysterectomy. Perfect. Hysterectomy. All 5 syllables.
Uh,
Beautiful. I'm listening for this stuff, right? Uh there became there. THERE. I don't know. Watch the video. You'll see. It wasn't there. The word you didn't
uh,
say, I don't know what you said, but it wasn't there.
uh,
Okay,
uh,
so
uh,
yeah, it was just a little bit of a, but you kept going,
uh,
right? A mouth mumble, mungle, something like that.
okay.
Okay. There was one other word, split, split.
Oh, split.
I think you're saying split, split,
Split.
split. Yeah, split.
Split.
It, hit,
Uh,
bit,
like some. Okay, like it, right?
it rhymes with it, zit, hit, shit,
Okay.
split,
Split.
shit. Okay. Okay. And then what kind of offer was it? Before you,
Lammas.
what is it?
Lammas.
Lamb. That sounds like the Taiwanese A.
Oh, lammas.
There you go, lama. You really Taiwanese it up in your reading. Lamb, lamb, L-E-M, lamb ass. Yeah,
Lammas.
lame, lame, lame. Yeah,
Okay.
lame ass. It's good though. Okay, there's three. That's three really, really picky pronunciation points. Now, let's talk about the emotion of it.
Okay.
Oh, she's angry. She's very angry. She is not a lawyer, and she's a mother, a single mother with 3 kids, and her family has not been affected by the water in Hinkley. She
Mm-hmm.
just sees that this company is doing something horrible to the people of this town and cannot sit and
Stand it.
watch. And so she takes on herself to learn about the case, to get the lawyers involved, and to go around family to family, getting to know everybody and getting them to join. This is called a class action suit. Many people together, each one with a different injury, but the
Mm-hmm.
same defendant, right? Plaintiff, defendant, plaintiff, defendant. The company has to defend. No, no, we didn't poison the defense, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But this is towards the end of the movie. All her anger and everything is gone because she has won. The only people that don't know that she's won are the 2 lawyers that you're talking to and the company. Actually, they know it too. Oh, they know it. They know that they are gonna have to pay. So their offer of $20 million, that's a negotiation. You're in finance. Do you ever offer sticker price for anything? No. You always lowball, right? You lowball. That's what the lawyers are doing. Maybe they don't know. Maybe they're going to see these 7 zeros and go, wow, right?
Yes.
Right. But so when she says, oh, see, now that pisses me off, it's funny. She finds it funny. It doesn't make her angry. Oh, see, now that pisses me off.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah. Right? She almost smiles to the lawyer, the Albert Finney, the man playing the lawyer beside her. She almost smiles when she shows him the note, right? Take your time with that part. Start it off with taking the piece of paper from her. Don't say anything. Take the piece of paper. Look at it. Even write it down on a piece of paper, $20,000, so you can see it. Fold it up. See, now that pisses me off. Now we know what you're talking about. Just that first line, okay?
Oh.
But you know that you've got them. You know you've got them. So that power comes from
the confidence,
stillness, the confidence, the stillness. In acting, we have a rule: do not move unless it improves stillness. Do not speak unless it improves silence. The perfect moment is still and quiet. Now, if you can improve on that, then you move and you speak. Right? She may be talking fast. You don't have to talk as fast. You have to talk as confident as she is. You've got them. Right? So you just like Rosa Diaz. And the whole they may not be as sophisticated, but they do know how to divide. You have to listen to what the Miss Buddha says before, or Miss Sanchez says. No, what's the name? Miss
Sanchez.
Miss Sanchez. What Miss Sanchez says before that, she says these people have never dreamed about this much money or something like that, right?
Yes.
And so what she says, she's throwing her same words back at her. She's echoing.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, okay.
So now we're getting into the subtlety of the speech, right? She's using sarcasm. Let's be honest is how and let's be honest. You see? Right?
Yes.
Because she said let's be honest before her, right?
Yeah.
Back to Erin and her lawyers. And so she's throwing the let's be honest like a punch in the face. But with that sweet and let's be honest. Very sweet, right? So the calmness, this is what I want to see out of you from this, but I also want to see you doing Dear Woman as well. Okay, so you have the balance, because Dear Woman is, oh no, you can't help me, no one can help me. I've tried driving my lights on, I've tried, you want to go fast, that's the one to go fast in.
Okay.
This one is slow, control, power. What you need to, this is training ground for when you do Up in the Air. Up in the Air is all about confidence and swag. Okay, so it's easier to feel out of control, but it still has to be honest that you have to really believe that these deer are killing themselves in front of you. Okay? Acting is, if I catch you acting, that's faking it. Acting is being real. You're not faking, you're not lying, even though the whole thing is a lie. I played a heroin smuggling killer in a play about 5 years ago. I don't do heroin. I don't smuggle heroin. I've never killed anybody. But I was very convincing that people were saying to my wife, are you sure you want to be married to him? So don't rush the process is the last note I'm going to give you. Don't rush the process. Let it happen organically. This is not an acting class, Heinz. This is an English class. The process, not the journey, again, not the destination. The destination is fun. You're going to get to perform for me and get really cool feedback. But every time you rehearse, you're hearing yourself use sentence patterns with perfect grammar.
Okay.
So you remember earlier, I corrected you and said you were saying isn't, and I said wasn't.
Yes.
Right? You'll be doing that yourself. The more you do this rehearsal, you'll have that ability to fix it and move on. Okay. Ear yoga is helping with that. You're hearing naturally spoken English with perfect grammar. The more you do that, the more you're going to be able to. Yesterday I went to the store, just self-correct, right? But this rehearsal studio, this is 1,000 times more effective for that purpose than ear yoga. Ear yoga serves other purposes. This primary function of rehearsal is to give you a chance to hear yourself using English. And you noted very well, it's not like a newspaper, the way it's meant to be spoken and therefore meant to be heard. Okay, that's why we use scripts.
Okay.
Okay? It's more natural writing. It's written to be spoken, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so double up. Let's turn it green. Good job. Do you have any questions about Erin Brockovich?
So far, no.
So, Erin, we organize and we turn Erin to green. Oh, yeah, there you go. So now you have 2 scripts, and it's time to pick a 3rd script.
Okay.
So, rehearsal studio. Where is it? Oh, here, our library. This is a new one. Nobody's done this one yet.
Oh.
You'd be the first one to do this one.
Okay. Ted Lasso or Lasso?
Lasso.
Ted Lasso is someone's name, right?
It's what?
A name of somebody.
Yeah.
Lasso sounds like an
Video
Italian.
unavailable. Sorry, the link doesn't work. It was the most popular television show on Netflix for. I mean, it's been off the air about 2 years, maybe. They had 3 seasons, and it was very, very popular. And it's very famous, and Believe is the main theme of many, many themes. Very good show. You'll love it. Do you like football?
Football, a
Like
little.
the soccer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's about American football coach, American football, who goes to England to coach a British football
Okay.
team. But it's not about football. It's about the relationships and about teamwork and overcoming, and it's just a beautiful, wonderful, happy show. And this guy Ted Lasso, it's very hard to watch because there's so many cultural references.
Oh, okay.
And it's very, very funny if you get those cultural references. Like when Anna and I watch it, we have to stop all the time so I can explain a reference, right?
Oh.
But let me just read it to you. And the thing is, I think it's going to be too easy for you.
Read.
Belief doesn't happen because you hang something up on a wall, all right? It comes from in here, and up here and down here. Only problem is we all got so much junk floating through us. A lot of times we end up getting stuff in our own way. Ended up getting in our own way. Crap like envy or fear or shame. I don't want to mess around with that stuff anymore. You know what I mean? Do you? You know what I want to mess around with? The belief that I matter, regardless of what I do or don't achieve. Or the belief that we all deserve to be loved, whether we've been hurt or maybe we've hurt somebody else. Or what about the belief of hope? Yeah, that's what I want to mess with. Believing that things can get better, that I can get better, that we will get better. Oh man, to believe in yourself, to believe in one another, man, that's fundamental to being alive. And look, if you can do that, if each of you can truly do that, can't nobody rip that apart. So, not much vocabulary also. as I read it, the grammar it's Ted Lasso. It's Midwestern American, and it's not proper grammar, right? Can't nobody rip that apart. Well, no is a negative, and can't is a negative. That's a double negative. So you in grammar rules, you don't say that. So
Yes.
I think we'll leave this one for now. We won't do that one yet.
Okay.
Yeah. This one, I think.
Jerry Maguire.
Yeah. Go ahead, read it to me, please.
Okay. I began writing what they called a mission statement, not a memo, a mission statement. You know, a suggestion for the future of our company. A night like this doesn't come along very often. I seize it.
Uh,
What sort?
uh,
Seize is it? Isn't it?
give me the pronoun. You said I seize it, but
I
so it's
see.
not past
I,
tense. I seized.
I seized it.
Better, yeah, okay,
I seized it. Okay.
yeah.
What started out as one page became 25. What? Okay. 25. Suddenly, I was my father's son again. I was remembering the simple pleasures of this job, how I ended up here out of a law school, the way a stadium sounds when one of my players performs well on the field, the way we are meant to protect them in health and in injury.
Okay.
Okay, with so many clients, we had forgotten what was important. Important. I wrote and wrote and wrote and wrote, and I'm not even a writer. I was remembering even the words of the original sports agent. My mentor, the late great D.K. Fox, who said, "The key to this business is personal relationships." Suddenly, it was all pretty clear. The answer was fewer clients,
Was
less
what?
money,
Was what?
uh, fewer clients.
Yeah.
Okay. Fewer clients, less money, more attention, less money, more attention, caring for them, caring for ourselves and the games too. Just starting our lives, really. Hey, I'll be the first to admit what I was writing was somewhat touchy feely. I didn't care because I have lost the ability to bullshit. It was the me I always wanted to be.
Okay. So again, you have a pretty good vocabulary, and most of these scripts are designed for people who don't have that good of vocabulary. So finding it's supposed to be like 10 to 20 new words,
Okay,
but I think we can forego that a little bit to get you have more scripts to practice to, so you get the routine of rehearsal. You seem to like it, okay? So I think you understand what's going on here. There might be some things like late great. What does that
okay,
mean? What
late
does that
break.
mean, late great? Don't answer me. Put it in your vocab journal and do the
Oh, okay,
guess. Follow the process, okay?
okay,
Okay. I listen to you. I'm not hearing any great glaring pronunciation problems. Okay, but the next step is for you to understand all of this.
okay.
You get 3 minutes for each. Like in business, you should probably know what a mission statement is.
Yes.
Yeah, you would know that, right? And
Oh,
you know what a
yes,
memo is. You know the difference between the two, right?
yes.
Right. But simple pleasures. If you're not understanding what that is, the way a stadium sounds, you might know. When you don't know what's going on here, make that a question to ask me.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I I don't mind you watching the video, but then you'll perform it the way he performs it. I'd
Oh,
rather you go to the video after you've rehearsed it a few times and you've discovered it for yourself. The
Oh, okay.
video's right here.
Oh,
Okay, it's Tom Cruise. Tom
yeah.
Cruise. Okay, so you get to play Tom Cruise on this one. So he's
Uh,
very excited. I began writing
mm-hmm.
what they call a mission statement, not a memo, a mission statement. You know, a suggestion for the future of our company. A night like this doesn't come along very often. I seized it. What started out as one page became 25. Suddenly, I was my father's son again. I was remembering the simple pleasures of this job, how I ended up here out of law school, the way a stadium sounds when one of our players performs well on the field, the
Mm,
way we are meant to protect them in health and in injury. See, excited, right?
mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you questions. It's gonna be a little bit of a test.
Okay.
So do your research, figure out what you can. Don't spend a lot of time on it. Like I say, 3 minutes per word. And next class, we'll go over it and we'll green light this one for next week. And each week, a new script goes into the vocab journal process. Each week, we want to green light a new script. So you always have a different one that you can practice for rehearsal.
Uh, One question about
Yes,
vocabulary that
yes.
I found it really easy to go over 3 minutes, especially when that word is have multiple meanings.
Ah,
And I found it's interesting that you have so many synonyms. So I try to
yeah,
find each meaning of the synonym,
yeah,
but it cost me a lot of time.
yeah.
I can't.
But I can explain that to you in 2 minutes in
Oh,
class.
oh,
Okay,
okay.
remember, uh, it's how much can you find in 3 minutes? I'm still going to go over that word with you. I'm going to go over every single word that you find that week,
Oh, okay.
right? The ones that you're still confused about, we'll go over first. We'll highlight those, right? Oh,
Okay.
I have no idea what's going on here. We'll talk about it, right? But then I'm going to do a review because, like, you might maybe have the wrong synonym. Or
Uh,
maybe you identified it as an adverb and it's really a phrasal verb or something. So I can review all that and help you get better at maintaining your vocab journal.
okay.
This is going to be, if you use it right, it's going to be a very valuable tool. Um, when we look at it now, oh, that's not the vocab journal. This is it. You see all this copy and pasting stuff and everything?
Yeah.
Anna would freak out at you if she saw this. She's like, oh my God, clean this up. You know how to use spreadsheets. This takes some, um, women always keep better spreadsheets than men. They're more artistic and stuff like that, you know? Like, yeah. Get control of this because it can become a really valuable tool.
Okay.
Keep it neat, keep it clean, keep it functional. And you'll always be adding new words to it. They don't just have to come from the scripts. They're not. There's another source of vocabulary that I want to get to with you, but we're not even close yet. That's my next lesson, the next source of
Okay.
vocabulary. But you have that script library. So keep plugging away. You're going to go through them all, right? Knock off
Okay.
the easy ones. If there's one in there like the one we just did with Ted Lasso, right? Maybe it's just one or two questions. You can get it greenlit and then you can rehearse that one as well.
Okay.
And that one, you get to talk like a cowboy.
Uh,
Because he's kind of got that Kansas City accent there going. And so you get to have a little fun and talk like an American,
oh,
right? Because it's written in American. so,
oh, okay.
so
The way
finding the
he
right
talks.
voice and you can have fun with that one. Uh, Yeah, get them greenlit, and then eventually they get golden when you've done it so well that I say, okay, you're finished with this. You can There's no point in going further. You've taken this as far as you can. But then you'll always have it at parties. You'll be able to, oh yeah, well, see now that pisses me off. First of all, since the demur, oh Erin B, and you'll impress people at parties, or really piss them off, one or the other.
Oh,
Okay. All
okay.
right. Good. Great work. Very good start for vocab journal. Uh, 3 minutes maximum. You've got me. That's what you're paying me for.
Oh.
Okay. 1/3 of our class is going to be for this thing.
Okay.
1/3 of our class is going to be for this thing.
Okay.
This thing. Okay. Now, in the beginning, it should be more vocab journal and rehearsal. And that's what it is today, because the next part of the class, we have 0 work done. 0 and 0.
Oh.
And at this point in the class, actually a little earlier, by 8:30, I want to be looking at a draft of your writing.
Okay.
The best possible writing that you can get. The brain trainer is a very, very key component of this training process.
Okay.
Okay, it cannot be ignored. It's like the whole thing won't work without it.
Okay.
Okay, it's like trying to drive with 3 wheels.
Okay. Okay, I'll do it.
Sorry?
I'll do it.
Okay, I want you to try and if you're don't know what to write about, you've watched enough ear yoga, done enough ear yoga, and you're taking notes. That's putting the meat. What he said in the taking notes video, putting meat on the bones. Take your handwritten notes and put the meat on the bones in the brain trainer.
Okay.
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 Like you remember, he said that 24 hours pass between listening and taking notes. Put it away. Done. Next day, open up your notes and go, okay. Brain trainer as fast as it can. Smoking. Don't look at the screen. Just look at your fingers.
Okay.
If I catch, like, if I'm doing this in a face-to-face setting, watching people do it, and they're looking at the screen, I'll put a T-shirt over the screen. What you write doesn't matter, just as long as you keep typing. It doesn't matter what you say.
Okay.
You could go yeah. You'll cut it out later. It doesn't matter, right? This is a thinking in English exercise. You're gonna get it very quickly, Heinz, but you gotta learn to take control of your cognitive voice. Okay, you know how to do it, but you've got to realize you're doing it now.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. This is what thinking in English is like. I've been doing this naturally. Now I can see it, feel it, control it.
Okay.
Right? And so the more you do this, the more, when it comes time to have a conversation, do a presentation, you seize it, you take control of it.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, you can link ear yoga plus notes into brain trainer and get some brain trainers done. 10 minutes, as fast as you can. It doesn't have to be all about one subject. It shouldn't be. Our brain bounces all over the place. Okay? Oh, right. I got to take my car in to get detailed later. Well, what is the name of that street? You're just reminding yourself of things that you have to do. It doesn't make it into the my best draft part. That stuff's going to get cut. Okay. And if you don't have the time to put into creating a new draft based on something from Brain Trainer, then find an email that you wrote recently that doesn't have any proprietary information or something. Bring a sample of your writing to me so I can work on it.
Okay.
Because that part is, you think it's fun having me direct you as an actor? Wait till we start working on your writing. This is what everybody loves about this class.
Okay.
Where I take your writing and show you how you can improve it, how you can learn from your mistakes, and then turn that into, that's going to be the next source of your vocabulary, way more than the scripts. Suddenly you're going to have so many new words, you're not going to know what to do with them. Okay. Well, it starts with giving me a sample of your writing. Okay. Try and make that every week. Okay. Now, I know this is a lot, man. This is, so many different ideas. If you are having trouble organizing, book some time with Coach Anna.
Okay.
Okay. She's the first adapter of this system. She knows how it works. And you can speak to her in Chinese, so you can just like really understand the nuance. I think I've explained it well enough to you. Yeah. Now just
Okay.
get going on it. But if you're struggling, you can book 15 or 30 minutes with Anna and go over it with her. If you speak in English with Anna, you can have chat points, but you don't have to. You can speak in Chinese with her.
Okay.
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 Uh, all right. So we don't have any writing to look at today.
Oh, yeah. What a pity.
Yeah. So that's you have
I'm but
9 minutes left. We could just chat. What would you
oh,
like to
okay.
talk about?
Um, I'm just wondering. It's mentioned that I can take my emails in my job to
Mhm.
as an draft, right?
Yeah.
I'm starting to think that might be a good idea
Yeah.
because I actually I have to offer some kind of quick opinions about
Uh-huh.
the financial markets to my
Right.
clients.
Right.
So maybe I can collect those notes, emails, or ideas
Uh-huh.
as a draft, and maybe we could discuss that in
Yeah.
class.
Absolutely. But you can't, don't bring any proprietary information to it.
Of course, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
And about the brand trainer,
Yeah.
should I do it every day, right? I should do it. I should do
Yeah.
it every day.
Okay. So Anna has a book club. I don't know that it's mostly women. I think there might be one guy in it. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's another way that you can practice your English, and it's free. But I'm not suggesting that. The book they're working on right now is a book called The Artist's Way.
Oh,
Okay. And it's making a comeback, but I had this book when I was in university,
mm,
right? Because I was studying theater and drama, and I'm an artist, and I wanted to. Everybody, it was really popular in the 80s, and now it's having a kind of a second coming. And the
mm,
first thing they teach you to do in that is something that they call pages.
mm,
Okay, and it's to get into the routine of every morning getting up and with a pencil and a book, write 2 pages. Dump your thoughts as a kind of a meditation.
oh, really?
Okay, first thing in the morning, make your coffee and sit there and just journal, but in no order. Just let your mind wake up and dump everything on the pages and do two
Mm,
pages every day. Takes about 10 minutes. That's where I got the idea for brain trainer. I said, but now we can tweak it for learning English because they need to take control of their English thinking voice,
mm,
right? So, that originally was a suggestion for how to be an artist, and learning English is an art, very much so. It's
oh,
an art form. It's like more like
okay.
learning piano than learning trigonometry. Okay.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
Right.
Oh, oh. Now I think I'm starting to get more deep understanding about that action.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Oh,
it's there's I've just you're seeing the outer layer of the onion right now.
mm,
We're gonna peel it apart week by week. Okay.
okay.
Um. Yeah. Bring me a paragraph. Bring me a short letter. Let's start with that. Something now to qualify though. Remember, you have to put time in. You have to improve it.
No.
Right. So you put it into the my best draft table down at the bottom there. And then you read it out loud, you read it out loud, you read it out loud, and you make it better. You
Mm,
make it truly to the best of your ability, your best draft.
mm.
Okay?
Oh, okay.
Because last time you wrote it, you did not read it out loud. This is the new feature, okay? The new hack.
Mm,
Everything you read, everything you write, you read out loud.
no.
You'll hear the mistakes. long before you'll see them. You'll hear the mistakes way more often than you will see them.
Mhm. To feel it.
You feel it. Yeah, exactly, Heinz. Eh? Eh? Yeah. Right? Eh? Right? Yesterday I
Mhm.
go. Eh? Ah, went. Yesterday I went to the
Mhm.
store. Eh? Ah, that's I teach
Okay.
people. I want to. You want me to teach you how to speak Taiwanese? I agree with you. I'm going to teach you how to say I agree with everything you say. You ready? Eh? I'm confused. Eh?
Uh,
I'm really upset and I don't want to do this anymore. Eh? I don't know. That's my
Interesting.
stand-up routine for teaching people Taiwanese. There's a few. I have a few
Okay.
more of them. The Taiwanese Xiaojie, though, you know. Hey,
Uh,
let me ask you this.
yes.
Last Lunar New Year, when I was with the family, I was talking with Howard, and I said, if you short Tesla stock right now,
To short Tesla, the stock.
last January, I suggested shorting Tesla.
Wow.
Would we all be rich right now if we had done that? Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you talk about Trump screwing things up. Tesla and Musk, he's got his finger in there screwing things up too. Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, I've heard a lot of the things he wants to do in the big, beautiful bill, he can't do. He's just not allowed. The government doesn't have that power to do it.
Yes.
It's just kind of a wish list. Oh, I think we should do this, and what if we did that? He's a moron, right? He's a
He's really special.
yeah,
Very, very special president.
yeah. What I don't really care about America. I'm Canadian, right? I care
Uh,
about Canada and there's all this 51st state stuff. Uh,
uh,
but I care about Taiwan a lot more than I care about Canada,
oh,
right? So how do you think is Trump good for Taiwan or good for China?
I think he's good for America in his way, in his point of view.
So what's good for America? Free
May not.
Taiwan or a Chinese Taiwan?
Uh, it depends on the price, but I think before he can. I think we have our own value about semiconductor,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
industry
Saving
that
our bacon right now.
yeah, but uh, if if our factory uh, um, forced to move into America, the value of Taiwan Island
We're
may be
finished.
decreased.
We're finished.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or at least decreased. But we still have
Well, we're China. We're start speaking like, well, sure.
uh, 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 actually we have our unique value about being an opposite side of China because the the geological position because we are
Geographical.
a,
Geographical.
a geographical position.
Yeah. We're like guarding it. There's a big
Yes,
soldier
yes,
out there. Yeah.
yeah. We're
So no,
like a
I understand
shield,
the military implications as well, which is also why we have value to America.
but that may not be good to Taiwanese people
No.
because that means war.
Yeah. Yeah.
I actually I really don't like that because in my opinion, actually I really don't care about which China or America or Taiwanese rule this island because we are just human. We live for a little period of time.
Yeah.
We just live here, but
Yeah.
the land, the animals or the culture, it changes. The world is going to change and change. The world is going to change anyway. If even you don't like it, it's going to change.
It has changed. Look. I'm 63 years old.
Really?
Yeah. There's a TV show I watched when I was a kid about the space age. It's called The Jetsons. It was about a family that lived in the future, and they flew around in flying cars and stuff. And they talked. Their telephone was video phone. They talked face to face on the TV, just like we're doing right now. You know,
Uh,
this is the Jetsons. This stuff.
okay.
Yeah.
But but the only thing I really worry about is the trust. The world or people are are losing more and more trust on in each other.
Yeah.
Like America, they start to doubt why the Chinese people have to build so many warships.
Yeah.
And the Chinese people said we just want to protect ourselves, but the activity shows danger, the signal of danger to other country.
Yeah.
So we are going into an era that people do not believe or trust each other, like the decades we have been experienced.
Yeah.
I really miss the those days, especially when back to 1990s when Chinese was first introduced into the world, and in 2000, the China was embraced by WTO. That was a really beautiful time, and
Yeah.
people traveled across the strait easily, freely,
Yeah.
and we are good friends. But nowadays it's not the same.
Yeah.
But I believe that the Chinese people have their responsibility for their allowing that kind of director Xi Jinping to rule them. I he want to fix the problem of the corruption of Chinese government,
And
but
military.
but the way he do that by I don't know how to say 亲信. He punished the people who is corrupted. That's true, but
Yeah.
also the people who just only against him.
Yeah.
He may not really
That's a
being
dictator.
corrupted. Yeah, so that's the way that's the reason why all the neighbors of China they they don't feel so they don't really feel safe to renegotiate with this government,
Yeah.
unlike Deng Xiaoping.
Yeah.
It's totally different. I
Yeah.
think it's really a pity.
But look how well you expressed yourself in English. That was
Thank you.
fantastic. Okay. Really, really good. Talking about a serious subject. You were passionate about it, eloquent. Well done. Well
Well,
done,
thank
sir.
you.
Thank you. Let's get you signed out here. So we just so it's 2100, right?
Yes.
And that brings us down to 37.25, 36.75, correct?
Okay.
Okay. And you have your challenges for the week.
Yes.
Okay. Start building your network of people. And I mean, you can keep trying to trick people too, but it's not really the spirit of what I'm trying to develop with chat. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, Practice. You got Erin B and Dear Woman to practice. You got
Yes.
Jerry Maguire to prepare for green lighting, and
Okay.
you're gonna brain trainer every day. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And I'll see you
Okay.
at my best
Let's
draft
talk
next
about
week.
my best draft next week.
Yeah. Excellent. There'll be a
Okay.
summary posted in here in a couple of hours. So you have summaries here. Did you see this
Okay.
from last week? Okay, there's a nice summary of what we talked about. There'll be another one like this in a couple of
Okay.
hours in this
Okay.
file, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
You enjoying yourself?
Yes. Yes. Extremely.
Good. Me too. I was looking forward to this all day. I was sad last week when you had to cancel. I was like, oh, somebody my own
Uh,
age to talk to.
oh, yeah, but he's a really important client,
Oh, I don't know.
and
I get
because
it. I get it. I get it. I get it.
and because of the huge amount of appreciation of New Taiwan dollars, his portfolio met a big problem.
Oh,
We have to explain to him.
more money,
Well,
more problems, man. I don't have any money. I'm
ah,
always available. All
ah, well, thank you.
right. Thank you.
Okay,
We'll
see
see
you
you
next
next
week.
week. Okay.
Okay, okay,
Bye-bye.
good night. Bye
Good
bye, bye
night.
bye.